Hey, what's going on YouTube? Swift bringing you a brand new video for Dead Frontier 2 today. This time we're going to go over the trader marketplace, what you can do to get more cash, to where you can then buy more ammo, meds, better equipment, and so forth. We'll get right into it. When you go to the marketplace, you have few options. You can buy, you can sell, you can check your outgoing offers and your incoming offers. If, say, you're trying to sell something or a few things, you can see how those are doing, whether it be overnight or if you've been on for a few hours and are just trying to sell some loot that you get. Where you're really going to get the cash is going to be from what you buy and resell, or what you buy and you scrap for value. We're going to get into both of those options. So what I first do is I go to buying, and then I go to clothing. We're going to discuss the scrap value portion of this process. So, I think it was fairly recently, a month or so ago, they updated the scrap values for superior quality versus, or up to unique. Now, what this has done is given the ability to make more guaranteed profit. So, if you're not really in the mood to grind looting, say, you want to just get on and chill, get on and make some quick cash, what you could do is check clothing. Then you're going to start with the grade of superior, and it doesn't matter the stats. You're looking for a price point that you're still going to make profit from. So what I would say is the scrap value for superior items, like clothing specifically, is $96. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a $48 max price, basically guaranteeing that I'm going to make double my money if I were to find results and scrap them. As you can see, there's a ton of options, so without delay, we're going to just start buying those. Get to where your inventory is full or you want to stop, etc. And then what you're going to do is go to selling. And instead of selling these items, what you're going to do is go over here to scrap. And it's going to prompt you, are you sure you want to do this? And we're going to say no right this second, because I want you to see where the money's at, to where you can see what profit you'd be getting. But whatever the difference is from what you paid to what you scrap it is going to be your profit for that item. So we're ending in 858. So remember that. Scrap for 96, so it should bring us to 954, which it does. You can see right there. I want to be clear that the 96 is going to be tier 1 equipment. Once you get to the higher level gear, they're going to have different scrap values. You'll want to research what those are, but if you can find equipment, or if you can find those items for $10 or so forth, you scrap them real quick, that's even better. Okay, so probably you can make a couple thousand pretty quickly, and that's just with superior gear. Then you can go to weapons, and you're going to follow the same process. Superior. Now the weapon scrap values are double that of clothing for the same grade. So we're just going to put max as 96, because we can scrap a superior weapon for 192 at a minimum. There's only one, but it's easy profit. Should make 142 cash on it. The next opportunity you have is going and crafting certain items. For example, when I search crafting, right away I see massive opportunity and I'll tell you here in a second what I'm seeing. But basically, cloth of what we're going to create, which is the extra, I think it's extra pockets. It's an upgrade. You need 3 cloth, so we're going to buy those real quick. That was about 12,003. You need 1 thread, so we're at 12,500. Buttons brings you to 13, and sewing needles, which was 15,000 a couple days ago, is 2. So that brings your total expense to 15,000. Then what you want to do is see, you want to look at this beforehand, but while we're here, what's the price of the upgrade you're trying to get? And actually, while you're here, you could also see if there's any good deals on upgrades. Typically, I would buy the suppressor. It's got 2 trades remaining. You can make about 1,000 here. I'll do that, just to show you. And we'll just have to remember what to sell it for. You could do the same thing with extended mag. Really any of these, but red dot sight would probably be a nice one. Okay. Then we're gonna go to extra pockets. You can see I already have one here. You want to be lowest price in the market, but you see what they're generally going for. You remember this value, lowest price, or the price you think you're going to sell it at. Then you want to go over to the crafting station, which is right here, or workbench right here. And you're going to go over and review the cost. So we established the market price for all the materials you could see as required items show below. It was 15,000. Then you factor in the cost to craft, and that's another 1,000. So it's 16,000 to craft with materials, extra pockets. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Then you have one in your inventory. As you can see, we already have placed one into the market, but you don't want to put 2 in because then others are just going to go over the top of your price and go lower. You want to keep 1 in there for scarcity. Like, you want to just show the market 1 low price. So for now, we're going to put the other one in the stash. Okay. Final aspect to this is when you sell an item and you don't scrap it, where applicable, the market's going to take 15% of your price of what you sell it for the game itself. So you really recoup 85% of your price. So let's just say this was 50,000. 85% of that is going to be what you get when you get a message in your mailbox that says this is what it's sold for. 40 something K, let's say. So if you bought it, if the cost to make it was 16, and let's just say you get 35 even, you made 19,000 on this one upgrade. Okay? You do that, a few times a day, and in a week you can get a couple 100,000 in no time. And that's just for one upgrade. Now, also what you can do is for food, you can go to Pete's Energizing Brew. And I can already see there's potential because I've crafted these before. It requires a beluga caviar, which we're going to buy. They were 85,000 a couple days ago. You can see why I'm saying it's a big deal, because there's a bunch in the market. No one's really crafting these or something. Or they're just sitting here, which is another tell. You want to see how long these have been in place too. That's gonna govern what price you want to drop it to. I'm probably gonna go 109,000 or something like that, depending on the cost to craft this. But if you're not sure, you can go to the workbench. You can see the caviar, 3 rice, 3 dog food, 3 coffee, 3 energy drink. Okay. So real quick, we're going to do that. It's mostly Well, I guess it's a balance of food and drink. Okay. And then let's just say that the cost for getting all those items is probably about 65k. And then you add another 1,000 to that, so that's 66. And then you craft Pizza Energizing Brew. And now you want to sell it right away. You don't want to sit on it. Right. What I'm going to do is sell it for, and it's going to, so you would do the quick math on what's 15% of your selling price. We'll just make it 110 for illustration. 15% of that is 16,500. So when you sell it, you'll recoup like 93.5. Which would be about 28,000 profit. So between just these two items, you know, you can make, in this case, you can make, I mean, over 40,000. And all you did was craft at a workbench, buying the materials from the trader. So you kept everything in the marketplace, basically. Actually, you kept everything in the outpost. You didn't even have to leave the outpost to make that cash. Assuming that they sell, you'll have another 40,000 or so plus cash here profit. I mean, then of course the full amount would be your true cash, but about 40k profit. And it took about the time of this video to make that. Now, what's the equivalent of 40,000 profit? What can I do? Well, if you want to go to unique items, weapons, let's say, go to, I don't know, a unique item. You get the gist. Basically, it's like you got a drop from a boss that was a unique level 50 weapon or something, or whatever the equivalent is. However you want to equate it, that's what you just did basically by making those couple of items, and then those successfully selling in the marketplace. Hopefully that helps in terms of making you a lot of quick cash, and you can do this anytime where the price is right to buy those items, to scrap them, to craft the upgrades, or you know, the various other items of food that you know, the ones that give buffs, then go for it. Thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great day. Swift out.